Warning: the following video might contain some elements that might be too frightful for some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Does anybody remember the 2000 Disney movie Dinosaur? It's a movie where a Agodon named Aldor and a family of lemurs join a herd of other dinosaurs that are led by Kron and Bruton, and they had to avoid being attacked by the Carnotaurs and had to make it to the nesting grounds. I liked that movie a lot when I was a kid, and I still do to this day. Info critics said that the plot is generic and weak. It's still a really good movie. I feel there was one deleted scene from the movie that almost ruined my childhood. I was at home having a grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup for lunch. I was looking online at some of Disney's projects from 1947 to 2003. I was gonna look online at some more of Disney's stuff until my phone buzzed. I pull out my phone and look at my email, and I notice that I got an email from Disney themselves. Here's what they say. Hello, Jack. Says you're a fan of Disney and that you like our stuff. We said that we wanted to show you a deleted draft of one of the openings from our long-forgotten movie, Dinosaur. It was made by the psychotic Adam Cannington. After viewing this deleted draft of Attack from Dinosaur, please don't screen it anywhere. Kind regards, the Disney team. Another deleted draft? I asked in confusion. Anyway, they sent me a file that came along with the message. I downloaded the file from my phone to my laptop. I then turned on my laptop and went to my files and saw that the file's name was Dinosaur the Attack Beta.mov. I then opened up the file and the video began. Before the video began, yet again, there was a warning. The warning said this. This later changed opening attack scene of Dinosaur is not for people who are really sensitive. If you're scared while viewing it, please do not watch this video. Your discretion is advised. I've seen Rohan and Fun Fans counters with disturbing deleted Pixar scenes, but now I'm seeing a deleted draft of a long-forgotten Disney movie. Here goes the creepy horror show again, I said in frustration. Anyway, the scene started with the scene where the baby Parasaur Lopus is chasing some Ephiortis running through the water and running through the legs of the Brachiosaurus. After running through the water, the baby Parasaur Lopus watches the Lephiornis fly away. Then something flew by the Parasaur Lopus. There's a flying lizard called a Longus-guama. The Parasaur Lopus then came out close to the flying lizard and started to chase it into a forest of trees. Everything was normal and fine, but for the next scene, some things were different and were a little off. After the scene where the Longus-guama lands on the neck of some huge dinosaur hiding in the trees and fern, the scene changed to the Parasaur Lopus looking up and some liquid started to drip on a large branch. The liquid coming from the large creature was not clear and slimy like lava. It was more of a crimson red, like blood. The baby Parasaur Lopus then sniffs the red liquid and looks up from where it came from. After the scene changed, dear Lord, where do I even begin? The scene shows one of the antagonist villains in the movie, the Carnotaurus, but the scene where it wakes up was way off. Its eyes were a very bright crimson red, and there was a big scratch mark on its snout, and there was blood dripping down from its mouth. As soon as it woke up, it let out a low and loud growl. The music became more frightening and horror-like as that happened. Jesus Christ! I said under my breath. Then the scene changed to the Parasaurus running out of the trees, yelping for help. Eldor's mother and one of the Patrion Rhinoceros with the two Brachiosaurus heard the cries of the baby Parasaur Lopus, then showed the Carnotaurus breaking through the trees. Just after the baby Parasaur Lopus, with blood dripping out of its mouth. The Carnotaurus then started roaring. Its roar was more low and sinister and demonic and more aggressive. The scene shows the baby Parasaurus running off screen and the Carnotaurus continue running towards the nesting ground. The horror-like music began to intensify as the Carnotaurus ran after the herd. The rest of the iguanodons and the Parasaurolophuses ran away from the demented Carnotaurus, not even bother accidentally tripping over Eldor's mother, who was still protecting her nest. The now demented, scratch-covered Carnotaurus continued to run straight towards the herd of the running dinosaurs. It then showed Eldor's mother still protected her nest. She didn't get hit in the face by an iguanodon. Eldor's mother had no other choice but to abandon her nest and run away from the Carnotaurus along with a Paratrosaurus that followed Eldor's mother. The Carnotaurus then ran over the nest and crushed all the eggs except for one. The other iguanodons, Parasaurolophus, then went off screen and left the Dinosaurus to get chased down by the Carnotaurus. The Pachyrhinosaurus tried extremely hard to try and run faster than its legs could carry itself. Just then, the Carnotaurus then prepared to kill the poor Pachyrhinosaurus, except when it did, there was lots of blood dripping from its mouth. At that moment, the Carnotaurus then lunged at the Pachyrhinosaurus's neck and killed it. Then showed a scene that was so messed up that it shouldn't be shown on any animated Disney movie. It showed the Carnotaurus eating the remains of the Pachyrhinosaurus, flesh, lungs, intestines, stomach, liver, etc. I felt extremely sick, so I paused it there and ran to my bathroom and vomited into the toilet. I then went back to play the rest of the scene. At that disgusting moment, saw the baby Parasaurus from earlier watching the horrible scene. The baby Parasaurus then started moaning at the sight of it. Then the Carnotaurus stopped eating and looked over at the baby Parasaurolophus, started growling. His mouth was full of blood and chunks of flesh and guts. The Carnotaurus then roared really loud. The roar was so loud that I had to cover my ears. It almost felt like demented two-horned dino was roaring directly into my face. The voice was also very powerful. It was so powerful that the whole scene started to shake because of the power of the Carnotaurus roar. My laptop started to shake as well. As soon as I paused it, the laptop stopped shaking. I also noticed blood on my palms. Crap! I yelled in annoyance. I then went to grab a tissue and started to clean my ears out. After I did that, I went back to play the rest of that sermon scene, and the Carnosaurus was done roaring loudly. The baby Parasaurolophus started to get really afraid and started to run for its life. The music didn't begin to tense up and became more frightening. The Carnotaurus tried to lunge and bite the little herbivore, but it was too quick. The Carnotaur missed. The Plesiosaurus tried running over to the mountain of rocks. The Carnotaur ran after it. The little herbivore ran into the dead end. It tried to climb out of the dead end, but it was no use. The Carnotaurus then managed to find the little herbivore. The baby Parasaurolophus then started to freak out and cry out for help. Unfortunately, no other dinosaur came to help. The poor little baby Parasaurolophus and the Carnotaurus bare his teeth. Blood was dripping from them. The baby Parasaurolophus began to get really afraid and started to shake really bad. The scene then changed to a POV of the baby Parasaurolophus. Then all of a sudden, the Carnotaurus then lunged forward and bit really hard on the poor baby's neck. Its jaws held the little herbivore's neck. The music became even more scary and horror. As that happened, the baby Parasaurolophus started to cry for help again, but this time in agonizing pain. Then it started to feel very weak. Then the baby dinosaur passed out and died. The Carnosaurus then let go of the neck. The scary music stopped, but then at the moment, the Carnotaur then lunged at the dead baby dino and started to eat its flesh. Blood started to fly everywhere. Suddenly the blood even got all over the camera. I then started to gag at that scene, but this time, I didn't puke. I only gagged. After the Carnotaur was done eating, it then lifted its head up and started to roar in astonishment. The roar wasn't as loud this time, and my ears didn't bleed. Then after that, I shouted after what happened to the herd. We managed to escape the nesting grounds to find a better place to live. There was dust all around. The most disgusting part of that scene was the corpse of the Pachyrhinosaurus at the Carnotaur attack it. Then the camera panned down to the one remaining egg that wasn't stopped on by the Carnotaur's feet. Then it showed the scene for the final film where Olive after takes the egg and runs off into the forest of trees. Then the scene faded to black, and then the deleted scene ended. I was really shocked after that. What the heck? I asked. I can't believe I saw the most disturbing version of one of the scenes of dinosaurs ever. I then later decided to show the footage to Rohan. I sent him the file and named it for Rohan only, because I didn't want anyone else to have their childhood ruined. After I sent the video to Rohan, he messaged me back by saying, "Mother of God, that's horrible. I just hope that Adam Kennington gets put back in jail after this. This is horrifying. Let's not hope that there won't be any more disturbing scenes from Disney and Pixar films." I messaged him back by saying, "Yeah, I hope so too, bud." Then after I text him back, I deleted the file off of my laptop. I then had a lot of nightmares about that disturbing scene. I had a nightmare where the Demented Carnotaurus from the scene came in from the darkness and I got chased, then started to maul me to death. I tried to forget about it by putting on some relaxing music and sounds just so that it would make me feel better. If you find an email that was sent by Disney about a deleted scene from one of their movies, don't watch it. And one other thing, just stay away from Adam Kennington's stupid horror creations. So that was Disney Dinosaur Attack Scene deleted version, and final thoughts on it. That was actually quite a decent one. A pretty decent deleted scene creepypasta. Well, even if there's some cliche and such, like, oh, my ears are bleeding from that loud noise. Oh God, this is disgusting. I'm gonna vomit in the toilet. Yeah, no, it's been a bit too cliche, like it's like copy and pasting and such. But man, this is actually quite a pretty decently brutal creepypasta, which I think is almost ranked as the Madagascar alternate ending creepypasta. Especially that the Carnotaurus is actually a very vicious predator, especially in its nature. With yeah, which I'm glad that we finally got like a pretty decent creepypasta that was almost in the same level as the Madagascar one. So yeah, I just hope you guys have a very nice day, and this is I don't have anything else about the creepypasta. It's just rather decent, so yeah. So have a nice day, and see you for more videos. So bye. If that conqueror come to my house, I'm gonna freaking slice it with my lightsaber, which is this one.